Welcome back to Solve Problems Fast. This is Eric Anderton. Previously we were in step 2, which is get ideas, and now we're on step 3. We keep climbing that courage ladder, and we're step 3, which is get busy. Get busy is very, very important. There's a quote from Patton. General George Patton's a World War II general, and he said a good plan violently executed today is better than a perfect plan next week. And really the whole point of that quote is that action is really what sets apart successful entrepreneurs from unsuccessful entrepreneurs. And action requires tons of courage. And it also requires accountability. And that's why courage is so necessary. Accountability. So let me break down to you this whole idea of get busy. And there's 3 aspects of getting busy. The first is the rally cry. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. The second is the fierce focus. The fierce focus. And then the third is the vital numbers. Rally cry, fierce focus, and vital numbers. So the problem in many organizations is that they understand that problems exist. You can see it, you can feel it, you can see it in your profitability and the amount of stuff that you're selling, but there's no real clear process for overcoming those problems, and there's no real process for developing a plan, a simple plan, to focus them in that they can hold each other accountable for. The great thing about Get Busy is it helps you to have a simple process, a clear plan, so that you can really focus on overcoming those challenges. And as a result of overcoming the challenges, step by step, day by day, month by month, year by year, you're really going to be able to have the financial impact, the freedom impact, the time impact that you're looking to have. So let's talk a little bit about the rally cry. What you do is once you've identified that MVI, the most valuable idea from step 2, which is get ideas, that's going to really form the theme or the rally cry that you're going to focus Get Busy around. So let me give you an example. Josh Paul, he identified one of his rally cries as his food costs. And I'm sure that's something that will resonate with some of you. Food costs is a particular problem that you have that has an impact upon your profitability and your bottom line. And he understood that one of the things that he needed to improve in his business is his food costs. So he identified that as the rally cry. That's not very sexy, right? It's not very exciting, but it's correct. And that's one of the keys. After he identified the food costs as the rally cry, he then thought about the areas of fierce focus. Fierce focus. So what you want to do is you want to be able to identify 1 or 2 or perhaps 3 areas that you need to focus on in order to hit this rally cry, or in order to achieve overcoming the problems such as these food costs. And so for his fierce focus, what he identified was training and coaching. In other words, what he needed to do is he needed to do more training, or have his leadership team do more training on how to produce the sandwiches so that his food costs were kept in line, and not only train on a sort of formal basis, but then coach on a regular basis as well. These were the 2 areas of fierce focus that he wanted to employ in order to overcome the challenge of his food costs. And as far as the vital numbers were concerned, in this case, there was only one number that he needed to focus on, and that was obviously his food cost gap. Okay, so I'll put that there. I know it's kind of hard to read, but food cost gap. In overcoming another problem, you may have more vital numbers that you would look at or that would indicate how you're doing with a particular issue. But whatever the case is, you want a number that's going to tell you how well your fierce focus is being executed, because through those numbers telling you how well you're doing on your fierce focus, that's going to tell you how well you're doing on overcoming the particular challenge you have or achieving that rally cry of food costs. Now, Josh has been working on this. His food costs have been trending down, and it's something that he's consistently emphasizing to his leadership team. Many of these things aren't magic pills that you can take and things change overnight, but those food costs are trending down because he's been focused on overcoming that. So how about you? If you were to come up with a particular rally cry, in your organization for your operation, what would it be? It might be food costs, it might be something to do with the customer experience, it might be to do with operational excellence. Whatever the case is, identify that rally cry, come up with the areas of fierce focus, associate vital numbers with those fierce focus areas so that you can know that you're actually doing what needs to be done in order to overcome the challenge that you're facing. Give me some comments down below on how you're looking at this and how that might impact your organization. And keep in mind that this whole Solve Problems Fast process is an overview of a process I teach my clients that has a 5 to 6 figure impact in their business within the first 30 days. If you'd like to learn more about this, click on the button below and book in a 10-minute time with me to chat on the phone. During this conversation, we're going to figure out what's possible for your business in terms of your money, your time, the impact you could have both on the people that work with you and in your community. We're also going to identify the #1 obstacle that's holding you back from achieving that so that you'll be able to go away from the 10-minute conversation really excited and confident about taking your business to the next level. So click on the button below, sign up for that time with me, and I'll see you in the last video.